Hello, good morning, and welcome to Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. Hope you're all keeping very well. Today we're going to be flying in the newly updated Just Flight's F28 Professional, version 2.2. It's here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We're on the ground here at Edinburgh. Right. And we're going to fly to Knock, in Ireland. There's a lovely airport in Knock, known as Ireland West, or Connacht, but out to Knock we go. Live time and live weather. I haven't flown this plane for any amount of time whatsoever, and it's an absolute alarming shame because it's beautiful. Just Flight doing an incredible job here, and now it is fully native to that of Flight Sim 2024. So we're going to start off with that. We progress with our OnAir career, and loads of updates coming from OnAir. This is the first kind of commercial flight we're going to try with it, see how it behaves and what sort of jobs we can find. And a little bit later on, we're going to preview our flight on VATSIM tonight. We're flying out of Kennedy in New York, and we're going to be going over to Niagara Airport, and that's going to be in the Boeing 757 Don't Explain 12. Right? You thought I had a mare last night. Now, since last night, the good old lads over at Burning Blue Design, they were like, Murph, we found that issue you did. We were able to replicate it. You're a big idiot. I said, what did I do? They said, you just happened to fly to one of the world's largest solar farms. He said, it's about 10 times the size of anything. So they figured out what it was, and they're going to have to fix it. A patch is now on the way. They said that one over Timahoe, it's 12 times or 13 times the size of everything that they were looking at. It is using a system to look at the data from OSM data, I suppose, and it injects all the scenery in. So they said, yeah, look, we know what we did. You're a big idiot and we'll fix it. So that's all good news. They're very quick to have a look at it, But anyway, let's see what today brings. It's about 10 degrees outside here in Tipperary. It's raining, it's miserable, but inside, friends, well, it's all grand. Don't go outside. It's overrated, But I'm looking forward to this one. But anyway, who's here? Look, it's Thursday, which means it's almost Friday, and this is a short week, which is great. Tomorrow's Halloween. Oh, brilliant, What are you dressing up as? I'm going to dress up as... Actually, I'll dress up as me, but make it look like I know what I'm doing. Right, that'll work. Captain Sickbag is here. 'Tis a wet one. Morning, Murph, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Captain Sickbag. To the not-so-sunny southeast this morning. Naughty Gnome is here. The man is without a PC. Jesus. Listen, right, it hasn't been the same since, you've left, but we're waiting for you to come back. You poor old devil. Day 5, is it? Jesus. Tarnish Mossman is here. 5 streams in a row. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're well. Tima is here. Good morning. Spitfire RAF 100. Good morning. Commander Balosh, the man who turned off me lights and turned them back on again, says good morning. How are you, man? Led Ballooner is here. Good to see you. Cornwolf is here. Good evening. No, wait. It's morning. Good morning, Cornwolf. Hope you're well. Who knows what time of day it is, 98 Vulcan, a very good morning to you. Hope you're well. Mac Vision is here. Jeppesen 2001. The man, the myth, the legend has rambled in. What news of the realm? He says, good morning. Happy Thursday. And yes, I did have to look at the calendar to see what day it was. It's daytime, right? A friend of mine doesn't even wear a watch. So why don't you... What? Yeah, watch. You don't know what time it is. It's either daytime or it's nighttime. I don't know what I like that level of simplicity. Simplicity is actually the mother of all sophistication. Seemingly now, right? Someone important said that. Could it be Musan? But yes, Jeppesen, you're very welcome in, buddy. Who else came in here now? Piper's in the house. Good morning. Captain Sickbag then with a tier 2 for 55 months. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. 55 months. It's nearly 3 years. Jesus, man. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Norse Viking Gaming is here, flying with a Bago. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well, lads. Creo, a very good morning. Creo, put on the kettle. We're heading over your neck of the parish. P.H. Roy is in the house. Good morning, Murph. And chat from a sunny Maastricht. From the Vliethof. Well... Are you far from the Vliethof Square? Maastricht is gorgeous, and I'm delighted that it's sunny, because it's not sunny where we are. Mr. 90's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Dazza T. Arab is here. Good morning, all. Happy Thursday. Dazza, it's good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're well. Very formal. Sit to attention. Yes. Hope you're well, buddy. B. Carlo, good to see you. Yes, day 5. I called him this morning. It's in queue for testing. Oh, jeez. What do you mean queuing for testing? Really? They got a queue for testing? Just replace the shagging thing. Just tell them, replace it. It's faulty. You don't need to test it. Take it out, put in a new one. Do you know? Pete is here. Good to see you, Pete. Good morning. Gary Moore is in the house. Hello from Brisbane, Australia. You're very welcome in, Gary. How are things? Surveying is here. Good morning. Stevie B's. Good morning from a sunny but windy Tenerife, Canary Islands. You're very welcome in, buddy. Hukalea is in the house. Samu is here. You're back from flying. Sweet. It's Eddie Games. Good morning, Eddie. Viral Gaming. Hope you're well. Sparky Sven. Sparky in Belgium is here. Welcome in, buddy. Jim Messenger. Good morning. Working and lurking. Ooh. Doing the work lurk. Or as the Liverpudlians call it, the Veklik. No, they don't put a V in it. The Veklik. Right? Last time they sent a replacement the same day. It's been with them since Tuesday. Sigh. Oh, I'll try and pry ourselves away from the kettle. So brilliant. Yeah, it's kind of mad not, you know. Who is it with? I'm back from flying, says Marcel. Good man yourself. Rip Johnny is here. Good morning from Canada, 5 a.m. What? Good morning, Rip. How are you, man? Yeah, I don't know. It's I've been very busy over the last few days, and like, so next Tuesday, I'm struggling with Tuesdays. They tend to be days that I can't get near me sim, right? Next Tuesday, I have to bring my dad to the airport, leaving home at about 3 or half 3 in the morning. It's a rookie mistake. So I have to go to Shannon, which isn't too bad, like it's only an hour away, and there will be nothing on the road, only the Skoda, right? But it means then, we're going to be streaming next Monday. I'll finish up at around 11 o'clock. I'll be in bed by 12 o'clock. Do you sleep for the 3 hours, do the maneuver and come back and go more sleep, or stay up? 3 hours? Do you stay up? You know, position yourself that you actually don't get out of the bed early on Monday and try and just... But that'll shag your clock up for the week. What would you do? 3 o'clock in the morning, up and at them. Like, do you stay up? I'll get home at about, like, 6:30. It's about a 3-hour round trip. I'll get home at around 6:30. I could go to bed then till, like, 12. I don't know what to do. Only the Skoda and the breakdown van. Shag off, will you? Time for coffee. Your flight in Sweden, but you have some aircraft troubles. Ooh. Now, Johnny, as a Canadian, do you put maple syrup in your coffee? I was going to say 3 a.m. It'll take ages for the recovery vehicle to get to him. A great bunch of lads. Yeah. Apache is in the house. Good to see you, man. Let me see now. I'm a glider pilot. Well, you're very welcome in, Samu. Good to see you, buddy. Sergeant Sausages is here. Welcome aboard. Marcel is it Marcel or Marcel? But you're very welcome in. An A320 American Airlines. Ooh, first officer. Welcome in. Overclockers UK. They always have good service. I just guess that they're busy. They do say testing can take 3 to 5 days. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Late night stream, long haul, then sleep when you get back. What, on Monday? It'll be terribly boring. Well, hang on. Long haul stream. We could do that, but I'm going away for 3 hours, like, you know what I mean? No sugar, 2 cream. Jesus, there's buttons. Mother of Jane, did you just see what happened? Things are going nuts. Me screen just went woof. Did you just see it? Alison Johnson did a thing with a button with a yoke. Ali, Jesus, she's gifted 20 tier 1 subs to the community. 20! Alison, are you mad? Thank you very, very much indeed. Alison Johnson in with 20 gifted subs to the community here on Twitch. And lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, thanks to Alison Johnson, we'll do be sure to say thank you. Incredible generosity. Jesus, we weren't prepared for that. Right, Jesus. But anyway, I have letters that say I am totally bonkers. Grand. Alison Johnson. TBFS. Totally bonkers for sure. Yes, they're the little letters beside your name. That's fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, Ali. You absolute ledge. Incredible generosity this morning. 20 years. Jesus. Crazy. But yeah, so that's the mission next Tuesday. 69 more to go for 1,000, Ali. 1,000. That is absolutely insane. That's like a leaderboard on top of the leaderboard. Can I even see a leaderboard? I don't think so. Sim Guy is here. Thank you for the gifted tier 1 sub. Very, very kind. Thank you very much indeed. You're very generous this morning. What's going on, lads? Sheesh is right, Naughty Gnome. Unbelievable. Johnny says, static pilot button, cannot find it. If anyone can help, post a pic of where it is on a CJ4. The static pilot button. Static pilot. What do you mean, static? Static pilot. What does that do? That's crazy. Payday tomorrow. Thank you for all the raidage. Anytime, Mrs. Anytime. Thank you very, very much indeed. A Crotty is here. Good to see you, buddy. Rico Flight, good morning. Hope you're well, buddy. And yeah, lads, if you got a tier 1 sub there, do be sure to say thank you. It won't let me off the taxiway. Static pilot. Johnny, I couldn't tell you. Hi, says Sunjammer. There should be a BAC 111. I think there's one on the way. I heard someone was making a BAC 111. Absolutely crazy. Gifty saying thanks, you are welcome. You're very kind. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's me being my predicament next Tuesday, 3 o'clock up in the morning. There is a BAC 111 coming. You know, I don't know who's doing that. I don't know if we're allowed to say, but I definitely read it somewhere. Defo. There's loads of aircraft coming. But this thing, as I said, we haven't flown this in any sort of great length or detail. And, well, Just Flight, they're working on their F70 and 100. Of course, we've seen the RJ and the 180 or the 146. Yeah, we're not allowed to say. Yeah, I was trying to say. Yeah, shh, say nothing. You know. But this one, the Fokker 28 or the F28 Professional, as they called it, they got access to the real aircraft, and it's been out for some time now. But it's now received, you know, not just a fresh slab of paint, but fully coded now to work natively in 2024, which is great. You know. Your wake-up call for school at 7:30. 7:30, Sunjammer. Jesus. Yeah, it's a weird one. Rip, do you know, I've no idea what it is. Static pilot. I've no idea what that is. I need to probably load up the aircraft and have a look. Do you know? But we'll jump into this, have a look. We're going to have a look at OnAir as well, with some of the flights. Hopefully we can get, you know, a flight over to Knock. I saw a flight to Knock, so we need to read up on it. Do you know what I mean? But we'll go in and have a look, and I'll show you some other stuff I was working on as well. As I said, usually on Tuesdays, very busy, ridiculous busy. But we have been doing some stuff as we come over here to our other screen, look. And now, let's do one of those. So before we jump into the aircraft, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous, right? I have been doing some work over in the world of our Discord, right? So the idea behind it now, how are we looking here? That's that, and that's that. Grand. Right, so on Discord, you may have noticed that we have the bot for our Firefly Air stuff, right? Gary says, Merv, can you update your Discord invite? I can't get in, it comes up with an error. Gary, it shouldn't. So, to be honest, I've no idea why it does that. For some, it works, others, it doesn't. It should be simply discord.gg/2Tone Murphy. That should do it. What does this one do? Discord. ! Discord? Yeah, it should be just that one. So, like, if you click that one in, it opens up a little invite thingy, and then it automatically launches Discord. So it is working, so I've no idea why it's not. Do you know, I need to figure that one out. But while we're here, I want to show you. Do you remember this? We used to use a bot, and it was from FS Hub Tools, right? FS Hub Tools. And we've been running that for the last 2 years or so. I saw an announcement the other day that the developer behind it wasn't able to kind of keep it going. It wasn't sustainable for them. So they're shutting it down in 2 weeks, I think. So I said, oh, bother. You know, or words to that effect. So I said, right, well, sure, look, I'll go off and I'll build a new one, but keeping it very similar to what we've had. So I've done that. I've gone off and I've built it. This took way too long the other night. I was up to like 4 a.m. doing this. Egypt. That was Monday night after the stream. But anyway, what we have now, we can see that I've changed a couple of things around. So someone who flies, for example, right? Let me see, David Bay, right? So if you go in and have a look at David Bay, for example, and this all posts to Discord, and the reason why I'm showing you this, because we're going to be able to do the same now with OnAir, because they have started Discord integrations, right? But say, for example, we want to have a look at this flight here that David Bay did. He did a flight, and he took off out of Kilo Bravo Golf Mike over to 6-9 November. He flew in a Cessna Skyhawk. his landing rate, speed, all the jazz was there. But you can actually click on the user, and this should then open up his profile over in the world of FS Hub. So there's a decent bit of kind of functionality with this as well, right? And you can do that with anyone. And this automatically works now when you turn on LRM, the landing rate monitor. Once you engage that, all of this works. So all your flights, it'll track when your flight departs and when it completes, right? And you get a summary to say, well, look, this is... Now, there's something... The flight number... So, for a lot of people, the flight number comes up blank. See the way it says here, like, flight none? But on this one, it says flight number. Now, there's a couple of things I need to add to it, because I want to pull the route in, because I think that'll be interesting. If you do your flight on VATSIM, or if you're using SimBrief, for example, it'll give you the entire route. So, we could get it to show the entire route. But I'll ask you, is there anything you'd like to see more on this? In terms of, like, it's just a Discord bot taking the information through APIs from, from FS Hub, right? Merv, it comes up as expired, says Gary. It still comes up as expired. How is that now? Hang on, we'll have a look. If I go into server settings, and if I go into invites, right? And if I do... These are all invite codes. Create an invite link. Right? Gary, will you try this one and let me know how she goes? And let's see what happens. Right? P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Hope you're well, buddy. We'll try that and see if that works for Gary.
Can I get a refund?
No, you can't. Just shank off, Paul. There's no refunds. But anyway, when it comes to the Discord integration that we use with our Firefly Airline, virtual airline, and I'm going to be activating this 60% of the time. It works every time. I'm going to be activating some of this with OnAir as well. Because I know there's a good lot of folks now using OnAir, and I really want to start progressing things that we're able to use OnAir as additional content for... I'm going to turn off my tablet. Additional content for our virtual airline, you see. So, let's put that in. Do you know what I mean? So if there's anything else you would like to see on this, right? Gave you a third icon and still says invalid, says Gary. Gary, it's got to be on your side, buddy. Try a different browser. Try a private browser. And if you have your Discord turned on, close it. And then try it. Because that's a brand new link on in, and that should work as well. But anyway, let me know. Like, in order to do... You want to see the code involved in doing this sort of stuff. It's ridiculous. And I don't know it. ChatGPT helps me. But if there's other things you'd like to see in there, let me know. Right? Because it's a handy way of keeping an eye on your flights and whatnot. And like, I suppose there is a way to link back the flight as well. If you click on a link and it'll show you the actual flight, I think that would be pretty cool. And between OnAir and also with, say, Intentions, I can also pull data from their APIs. So, for example, if someone's online and they start flying with, say, Intentions, for example, right? So we'll turn on, say, Intentions here. If someone goes flying with this, and if you want to know if there's people online from our group that you want to be chatting to, because you can do all these things. I'll show you now when she boots up, right? So with say Intentions, and like we can sync this to OnAir as well, right? My camera's frozen. Oh, bloody hell! Technology is escaping us. Hang on. He's a good-looking fella, though, isn't he? Look at that face. Look at that terrible, shocking face. Why is that all shagged? Hang on. Oh, Jesus, then. I need to tighten that. Hang on, lads. Jesus, it's making noises everywhere. Right, whisht. Go staring at Thunderface. You good-looking fella. Right, everything's going to disappear for the minute. Right, I fixed it. Right, What's the noises? Something's funny over in that corner with all my wires. Let's just not touch anything and see what happens. But anyway, so we're talking about, say, Intentions, and this will actually link in with OnAir as well, which is deadly, right? However, if we wanted to go have a look at the live map, and if we wanted to go onto the flight tracker to see who else is flying online with us, right? Well, you can do all of these things. Get the old weather radar on here as well. Clears that. There you go. So yeah, look at the weather over Ireland. It's absolutely horrendously bad, right? It's terrible. But if we also look at the flight tracker, which is here, this is where we can have a look to see, well, who's flying on whose network. So, for example, we can go into the VA, right, the virtual airline, and you can see if there's anyone flying with Firefly Air. So we can say, just show me all the aircraft currently flying with Firefly Air. And we have Andy Brown and Jean is flying at the moment. So we've two people connected using Say Intentions flying with Firefly Air. And we can see what's happening, where they're going, what they're doing. Or we can also go in and have a look and go by Skynet or your own group. So if I were to say, well, look, put in TTM, that's me, and that's going to show that, well, there's me, and we also have Vulcan. And we can also tell the map, hey, just show my group on the map, right? And the beautiful thing about this is Vulcan is there beside me here in Edinburgh. We can actually talk to each other, which is fantastic stuff. We can actually use the in-sim radios in your plane to communicate with each other. There's a little bit of a delay, but like there's a lot of cool stuff here, just connecting things together. You know what I mean? Weather is mank. Yeah, Kyle, it's real bad. Baloo, good to see it. So, yeah, that's the stuff that we're looking at here, right? Is it me or is the stream in a phone-like format? It is, Eddie. So you're on a different stream. If you click back one, I have two streams running on YouTube. One will say the vertical stream, and then the other one is just the normal stream. You know what I mean? So if everything looks kind of, you know, strange, you're just on the wrong stream. Click back one and you can click on the other one. All right. But anyway, I digress. We're going to go in here and have a look at this machine here from Just Flight. And some of the changes that they've made, right? We'll go in here now and have a look. So the F28. Long now. Latest release is F28. So it's their newly updated one for Flight Sim 2024. So new features. Received many significant upgrades since the original release. There's a plethora of changes to the aircraft systems and visuals, along with the addition of extra features of quality of life additions. This all ensures that the F28 Professional remains one of the most complete products available. A free version 2 update, which was released, adds even more features, and they've refined all of those. 2.2, I think, is the one that we're at now. Complete Freedom is here. Good to see you, buddy. We got a morning Merv. Welcome in, buddy. Schoolboy Error. Ali just gifted a tier 1 sub to Complete Freedom. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. So yeah, the updates that they've made on this aircraft, and it's a free update. If you had the F28, this is your free update, right? And full 2024 compatibility, and they've done loads of things. And I have to say, lads, it is looking absolutely gorgeous, right? They've done a ton of stuff with like texture mapping and detailing the interior. The systems have gotten a lot of work done as well, and it's just a nice machine. The aircraft we've gone with, it's TAT. They're working this livery for British Airways, and we can see some of the details here, even for the door look, right? Like there's loads and loads of like just bits of detail thrown in all over the place, right? And there's nice wear and tear as well. They're not a new aircraft. These are kind of in the classic jetliner kind of age stuff, you know what I mean? These would have been flying 70s and 80s kind of stuff, you know. But a beautiful, beautiful looking machine, you know. So big, massive speed brake at the back there, similar to what you'd see on the 146, right? Twin engine, and it has the full walk around mode compatibility in there, so we can go walking around and we can check all the components, remove the chocks, pitot covers, all that kind of stuff. So they're all there. So we're currently sat on the ground in Edinburgh, and we're going to be taking a flight over to Knock, all going well. A little GPU is running there. Isn't it class looking? And inside the cabin, they've done incredible work inside in the cabin as well, right? So hang on now, we'll get our camera somewhat set up. And you up the stairs now. Don't bang your head, Murphy. They've remodeled the cabin as well. There's all brand new textures in here. And it's very, very good quality. I mean, look at the quality. Right? F100s are still flying all over Australia with Alliance. No way, really? That's awesome. Like, you can see the detail inside here. Just Flight have done an incredible job. Like, look at the view up there, look. Isn't that class looking? Now, there's more buttons on this that'll scare you, so let's see how this one goes, right? Beautiful reflections there on the wings. Look at the state of that. Look at the detail. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning, lads. So what we're going to attempt to do, we're going to try and get the aircraft into action to see what happens. So welcome to the flight deck. And as I say, we're currently on the GPU at the moment. In a box, man. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Thursday. Good afternoon. So OnAir, here be a job. It's to take scientific fact-finding teams, some soldiers, and ambassadorial delegations. And a bit of perfume as well. I mean, if that isn't the recipe for a night out in the town, right? So basically, there's going to be scientists, soldiers, ambassador delegators or delegations, and some perfume, right? So we're going to take on this job. It's not huge money, but I'm doing this more so for building up flight hours and all the jazz. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to click on fly now. And let me see. SimBrief aircraft type. So we'll go ahead and grab this from SimBrief, right? So we'll go into SimBrief. We're going to go to knock. Shannon is where we can divert to if things go wrong, right? Let me see. Rush Pal, good to see you, buddy. You're flying Hong Kong to Dubai. Nice. Nice, man. Right, so let's go in and have a look at this here. So, things were called Crash Airlines, which we are, but for this one, it's going to be Firefly 235. And we're going to go to Echo India Kilo November. And we're going to be in the F28. Come down here now. F28. And we're not in the Mark 1, we're in the Mark 3, I think, is it? Mark 2. So we're in the Mark 2 variant. RGB. That looks good, that looks good. Departure runway is 24, arrival is going to be 8. Okay. Cossack 1 departure, blue. So we'll generate this and let's see what happens. We'll also open up some Navigraph here as well. So we're going to import a flight from SimBrief. Muttley, thank you very much indeed, buddy. 29. No, hang on, Jesus. Yeah, 29 months. Cheers, man. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you're well. Right, so that's kind of the state of what we're going to be doing now. So it's the Gotham departure, and then it's on into over Belfast, and then down into Knock. Right, grand. So we'll put you up there out of the way. And we'll be going back into Navigraph here now in a bit. So I'm going to move this guy over to one side. We have our flight plan done in, so we're going to import now our flight from SimBrief. That's all looking good. Fuel needed 4,000, gotcha. And that's our routing. All right. 4,000. So if I just validate all of this, we're going to fly now, local time. And let's see what happens, right? Edinburgh's a good starter point. Yes. Okay, so fuel, weight and balance, payload, everything is set. Everything's set. So if we start tracking, give it a moment. Keep the plane out of ice and conditions. Notorious design susceptible to cold soak fuel frost. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have to have an hour look. So that everything's connected here with OnAir, so that's going to be tracking what we're doing. So while we're waiting, we're going to start powering up this aircraft. So they've updated their EFB. So what we can do here, let me see. We'll click on home for the moment. Official flight plan, continue. The RGB, so that knows our flight. Perfect. BTAR. Weather conditions at the moment, 8 degrees, low pressure, and 8 degrees and slightly lower pressure. So we're flying into bad weather. Wind at the moment is 060 at 7. Over in Knock, where it's very windy, 130, bearing 130 at 24 knots. So it's kind of windy out that neck of the woods. And there's our full flight plan, right? Map charts. This should be all connected, which it is. Lovely. The aircraft. Import official payload or official flight plan. Yes, import all of that. And what we're going to do here now is we want to get all our weight and balance in, right? So we'll confirm all of this is correct based on our flight plan. 79 passengers, block fuel of 4,000, 4 grand. We get a total here of 4,210. Yes. So we're going to say start refueling. Refueling is in progress. Now I've said, let me see, remaining left wing time 0, and then we'll get right wing 0. So let's see what happens here as that's loading up. Jetway we don't need. Ground services, that's all grand. Cargo we'll get into. So the refueling is complete. Grand. Now passenger loading. Gate type is stairs. Start we want to instantly, we're going to start boarding.
Loaded payload is lower than due payload. 4,309 instead of 4,795.8 kilograms.
We'll fix all that now in a moment. Join FS fired up here as well. So that's just on air having a go because we haven't loaded anything. So what else do we have here now? So we've boarding, but it didn't like the total weight. So let's see, we need to add a bit of weight.
Loaded fuel is greater than due fuel, 1,522 gallons instead of 1,349.
The fuel seems higher than what it should be. And let's see, can we auto set it? We probably can't now at this stage, so I'll have to reduce this manually.
Loaded fuel is greater than due fuel.
So we need to
1,522 gallons instead of 1,349.
Okay, so I need to get in here for fuel. This isn't a good start. Can I not edit the fuel? Why is all this changed? And my tablet's not working. It's shagged. Oh, there's nothing ever simple as, is there? That tablet is like... Is that like a WASM crash? I'd say it is. Have we buttons? We've buttons. Okay, we have buttons. What's going on with the tablet? Okay, let's fix this. 151525. 1525. 1525. Enter. So we need a total of 4,000. So there's going to be 1515. That's 1,000. Right, try this. That's a little bit low. Four one. Right, that should be good. Right. Jesus, that gave me a fright there. Right, we're back in action. BH Hassan is here. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Let me see here. Join FS, go ahead and turn this one on. So aircraft is loaded, that's all grand. What do we want to do here now? Crew is still loading, so well, we can say we can close the door. Was it opened or closed already? Right, close the door. As I said, GPU is already on, chocks are already set. We're going to go through a couple of stuff here now. Let me see, electrical power gens are on. We just turned on our battery and external. Emergency lights can be armed. We continue on here now from the top. APU gen stays off, main power coming on, and we're going to fire up that APU here now in a moment. As we continue on here, DC we're getting from the battery, and our AC we're getting that from external at the moment. As we continue along, bleed air system don't need it. The ducts we don't need it just yet. Zith, good to see you, buddy. Aviation 1001, welcome in. Yeah, the F70, looking forward to that, man. We'll go through our cabin pressure and all that jazz in a moment. Valves, leave that alone for the moment. That's all grand. Come down here. We're going to get some external lights turned on. So these would be our dome light now. Anti-collision lights. We'll go ahead and get our nav lights on. Wing inspection lights on for the crack. And get the anti-collision lights on the bottom turned on. That's a red beacon light, effectively. Radio master. We can turn these on now in a moment, but I'd rather get some APU power in here. So we have our master switch turned on, and we're going to start that APU. So the flap is open. RPM is starting to rise. We're going to see that EGT rise, or TGT, turbine gas temperature rise. Let that power up. Man, the stutters all of a sudden. Doors are closed, what we wanted. We have a warning system there, but that's okay. Chocks and GPU. Park and brake is set. And we're looking good down here. Sweet. We seem to be okay frame rate wise. The sim is just running not as well, and I've deleted all my rolling cache. Oh wait, hang on, rolling cache. The sim does be under pressure, lads, doesn't it? Let me see. Rolling cache is now on, but we need to give it a new number. We'll go 64 gig. Just to see if that helps, right? And yeah, I've just noticed all of a sudden this, like, from Monday, the sim just hasn't been running terribly well. The joys of when they do updates on the server, I suppose. Because in free flight with no multiplayer, it's grand. Not a bother at all, you know? Right, back here, back there. Now, is that live weather? We're certain. Yeah, live weather. Interesting. Wasn't Azure having issues all week? Yeah, they were. Right, so APU says it's alive. Let's go ahead and get the air on. Gen 3 on. Right? And that means now that we have some power in here. So let me see. Get the ducts on. That's cabin air coming in. Anti-ice system, don't worry about that. The external power, we're now finished with that. We can turn it off. And we shall now go to our bus, which are reading. Battery, which is grand. So electrical systems are doing what they need to do. We'll also get our seatbelts and no smoking lights on. We can disconnect the GPU. We can remove the chocks. And we have we've pushed back here if we need it as well, which we're going to need, right? Other things when it comes to the aircraft, let me see. I've other settings up here. Let me see. Logo lights we want. RNAV, sun visors, TCAS, GSX handling, no. Throttle dedent light, no. State saving.
State saving enabled.
Let's have that as well. Right, so enunciator panel down here we're going to test and release. So we have some things to consider. Engines are off, hydraulics are low. So let's see what we can have a look at down here. So when it comes to our fuel pumps, booster pumps coming on. We have our skid control test. So we'll go outboard, inboard, and close. More lights here, engine instrument lights. Weather radar, we can stick on the standby. And let's get the avionics on. Autopilot, yaw dampening, worry about all that now in a moment. Systems are coming online now, lovely job. Takeoff speeds and stuff should be going in. Annunciator lights, they're all okay. We have some DME stuff. Perfecto. Okay, so initial altitude for this one. Well, according to our Simbri flight plan, we're going to be at 22,000 feet. 22,000 feet. Up the hill there now, Betsy. 21 and 22. Hello. Leave that alone for the moment. Rolling pitch for our trims is good. That's all good. That's all good. Okay, so I think what comes next is our flight plan. So I'm not using the UNS, right? We could use the should the zero fuel on the tablet be flashing? Yeah, I don't know why it does that, because the same with cargo. But I'm going to leave it alone and not touch it, because everything seems to be good. Want to arm the doors as well.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check.
Let's see what happens, right? So now, when it comes into our flight plan, this is where it gets interesting. So we're on the ground at Echo Golf Papa Hotel, Edinburgh. Enter. From there, we're going to start putting in our waypoints. So this is going to be over to Gossam, GOSAM. Enter. After Gossam, it's going to be the P600 airway. P600. Now that's an airway, so maybe it won't like that. Back to the flight plan, please. So Gossam. We'll just do the next waypoint. We can put in the airways in a moment. This one's going to be McGee. Maggie, didn't like that. Maggie. Enter. Come down more, please. So Gossam, McGee, Belzoo. BELZU. Enter. After Belzoo, Ernan. 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 And then after Ernan, direct con. We're getting there now, lads. So the Connacht VOR. Yeah. And then finally, it's into Connacht itself. Echo India, Kilo, November. Enter. Flight plan is grand. All done and dusted. Lovely. Procedure. Select departure. Enter. So it is that of the Gossack 1. Yes. Runway 24. Yes. Unload. And then later on, our arrival, it's direct, so we don't need to worry about that. So our flight plan is pretty much there or thereabouts, right? Well, SimBrief was giving me 2-4, so we'll go with that for the crack, right? So that's our flight plan put in. Deadly. How are we looking here on our nav page? Just make sure it all looks straight, which it does. Lovely. Now, some of our other nav options. So our runway distance, that's grand. Terrain, don't worry about that. Traffic, leave it off at the moment. Target altitude for vertical navigation. Vertical profile. Target altitude is going to be 22,000. Target position. Wait, that's 1,000 feet. We'll worry about that in a while. Waypoint. That's all grand. Right, come back to nav. We'll keep it on that for the moment. Right, so next up is going to be engine start and a push. Let me see. Everything here is looking okay. So we'll go to our pushback. And we're going to connect the tug. Connect. Cougar, good to see you, buddy. Good to see the F28. Got one yourself last weekend. Dude, it's such an awesome aircraft. And, like, it'll kick your ass completely if you haven't flown it before. But once you kind of figure out some of the basic stuff, it's really nice, man. It's real nice. Okay, so status waiting. Reverse. Brakes off. There's our push. Give us a bit of a left turn here. Okay, so we're getting our push here now, right? So we're going to go into engine startup, which is going to be loads of fun. Our engine start master switch turns on, and we're going to go for engine 2 first. I think this will work, but I got to turn off the packs. So we will go, I don't know. We'll just push out of the way first while we're waiting, right? I love to see aircraft that have their own pushback. It's just really handy, right? Callie, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Right, we want to get some power now into our engines. So, bleed air supply, that's all set auto. That's all great. Ducts are all okay. Let me see. Auto. Get these off. Oh no, it's an automatic system. What am I saying? So if I were to go starter master, they should just turn down, shouldn't they? Yes. Okay. So right side coming alive. 10%. Coming up on 20%. There's 20%. PSI is rising. Fuel flow is running. Fuel quantity looks okay. We should be okay. All right. Good start on the right. Let's go to the left. Hoorah. Energizer, good to see you, buddy. Packs close automatically. It's dead handy, isn't it? Okay, coming up on 20%. Its own fuel valve comes in. There's rotation. Oil pressure rising. Fuel pressure rising. Okay, we're looking good. Why did that reset my altitude? Interesting. What else you want to do over here now? That all looks good to me. And we're hopefully going to be able to fly this on GPS profile. Okay, turn those off. Flaps. 18. Oh yeah. Okay, flaps are set. Right, let's continue now with our overhead stuff. So the APU, engine starter off, APU off, Gen 3 off, travel down and along, we're looking good here. Make sure our generators are giving us power, Gen 2, Gen 1, perfect. Cabin pressure, we'll go ahead and set this. Let me see, 23,000 feet. Well, 22,000. That'll do. Let me see here now. Auto. Windshield heating low. Anti-ice is okay. Packs are okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Right, so GPS is what we want. Let's have a look at the autopilot stuff now. So that's our altitude hold, course hold. We are on nav. Flight director for our pitch, no. Let me see. VOR or LOC, that's what we want. And we want this guy on our CDI is on GPS. So GPS is already set. That's what we want. GPS is set. Overhead, pedo and static. That looks good. That looks good. Let's go ahead and get our taxi lights on. Transponder, 2000 will do. And dare I say it, I think we're looking good. Push all the buttons. Dennis G, good to see you, Dennis. Cold Nebo, good morning. It's a cool plane, lads. It looks great and it sounds great. Right, now, loads of fun is going to happen. Navigraph, what are we looking for? Runway 24. Let me see here now. Echo Golf Papa Hotel. Going to use a bit of Garmin to help us along. Echo India Kilo November. And I'll put in the rest of my waypoints here as well. So Gossam, G-O-S-A-M.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Gossam, there's buttons being pressed. Scorpio 49 has walked in on a Thursday morning with a glass of Merlot, some crackers and cheese, and subscribing for 56 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Great to see you. Care 85, good morning. When the time comes, will you be covering PlayStation 5 related news? Oh, of course, yeah. Care, we've already tried the sim on PS5. It's currently in a beta, but yeah, anything to do with flight sims, I cover it, or I want to cover it, and that's any flight sim. You know what I mean? Right. What are we saying? Gossam. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Right. This is using Garmin. So we're on Gossam. After Gossam, it was down to McGee. After McGee, it was Belzoo. After Belzoo, it was Ernan. And after Ernan, it was Con. Oh no, that's wrong. It was the Connacht Via War. And that'll do. And if we do our departure, select departure. Gossack 1 off 24 to Gossam. And our arrival, we're planning runway 8. Select arrival. There's no arrival, so it's just runway. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate. When she's ready. Activate. Here's a map. We want to show as a cell. Yeah, that'll do. So that's what it looks like here using Garmin, right? So we're going to be flying across our waypoints here. That's the Gossam 1 departure. Then we get to McGee. Then it's over Belfast, Ernan, over the Connacht Via War, and then we're down into Connacht. That's how it's all happening now, right? Tyler, good to see you. Haven't had time to fly in 2024. Give it a go. Nice, man. Nice. Proper old jets these. Yeah, Cougars are so good, man. So good. Right, so park and brake coming off. And we want to navigate ourselves to runway 24.
Cabin is secured for departure.
Lovely. So it's pretty much taxi straight ahead up to the right. Pretty much. Let's take our time. It's a little bit kinda, isn't it? Stutters and stuff. Should be under pressure. I can tell you this much, I am very much looking forward to Sim Update 4. Maybe I need a GPU update. Sim Update, is this as it, yeah? Way more smoother? It's thinking that, man. It's thinking that. Right, we continue on. You're all very welcome aboard, by the way. Happy Thursday, and we're going to get our flight here up and running as we are planning to depart Edinburgh, and we're going to head to Knock. Right, Conrad, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Bit of power. Hukulea is airborne. Like, some of the features with this airplane, like, they're freaking brilliant. Just Flight, like, they just make really good airplanes. So I don't know much about this plane, but I assume the GNS device is an extra. It is an extra, yes. So it actually comes fitted with the It actually comes fitted with the UNS, right? Which is great to see. We're straight on and then hang a left. It comes with the UNS, so the GPS is just like an optional extra for those, you know, me basically, you know, Muppets like me. Jeez, the runway here looks a bit shagged. Is anyone else's sim doing that? Like, that's just absolutely fecked. Look. And like, this is Pyreeg scenery, so like, this scenery just doesn't break. This is going to look very funny now. Oopsie daisy, get down the little hill. Take your time. Easy does it. Yours is not doing that? Like, what the hell, man? Johnny Mon, good to see you, buddy. Murph, I caught the E-Stall stream the other day. So cool. Think about your name on the list. Nice, buddy. Yeah, something is definitely wrong, isn't it? I'm getting close to, like, giving the sim a fresh reinstall. Remember to remove the Asoba one? Yeah. Sure did. I hope. Lawnmowers on strike, I would say so. Alright. Might have been re-enabled. Lads, it's hard to call. Anything's possible. But I do see me giving it... your Edinburgh's like that as well, says Dazza. Right. So we're not alone in our endeavours of things breaking. I do, Roy. I do. You had that with Innsbruck? I'm using Black Square's taxi lines. I need to exclude them from payware aircraft. So could be that. Could be that. We'll see what happens. Man, doesn't this sound good? Doesn't this sound very good? Kexy, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Hang on now. I've just witnessed a problem. I've now fixed the problem. That could have been hilarious. Ah, Jesus. Man, look at this aircraft. I saw that, Roy. I need to talk to those guys because they were like, Murph, will you try out our stuff? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I will. Julian, hope you're well. Welcome in, buddy. Right. Light them up. Strobes. All our lights. The whole shebang. And let's see what we can do with this, right? What happened to my Newfoundland bush pilot thingy? Why am I called CGSC? We've no idea, Newfoundland. Definitely take the GNS one. Yeah, I'll have to try it, Roy. I'll have to try it, man. Now, there's two ways in which we need to try and figure out how to fly this gadget. I'm going to start off with trying to fly this on heading mode, right? And then we'll go to our autopilot. So, to do this, we'll go heading. Although VOR does lock onto GPS mode, so I'd say we're alright. Would you say we're alright? I'd say we're alright. Range is 10, give us 20. Weather is on. Stab on. I'm almost certain that this should work, shouldn't it? Weather. What else do you want to do? That's our reversers to arm. We better arm those for takeoff. And the rest is going to be, you know, let's see what happens, isn't it? So what do we have? Pitch command, altitude hold, and we are the auto throttle. Julian, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's see what happens here. Power. Engine stable. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive.
Power set.
Eighty knots.
Rotate.
120. Upsy daisy. Pause and ready to climb.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Gear coming up. Speed 180.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Alright, easy now. Easy now.
Flaps up.
Flaps coming up. Bald Eagle, thank you very much indeed, buddy. 31
Set
knots.
climb power.
Right, climb power. So easy now. Okay. Takeoff's good. Autopilot. Let's see, will she follow our profile? Vertical speed. Give me 1,000 feet climb. Altitude. Auto? Okay, we're climbing. Flight director's telling us to turn left. She's not turning left. So that's a mode switch. Heading. Watch your speed.
Hello there.
Roll us left there, Chief. Julian, good to see you, buddy. Let's just get ourselves back on track here. And then we'll go beam. GPS is now active. This should lock. Flight director's giving us a small right turn, which looks better. Speed is 220. Watch the power. Right turn. Climb is good. Change the barrow. Right turn coming in. And straighten up. There we go. Alright. And then left turn to keep us on the profile. Nice. Nice. Okay, so heading mode then to beam seems to have done it, right? Thanks for that, Cougar. Okay, so we're climbing here at 1,000 feet a minute. Speed is quite healthy, so we can probably increase this now to about 1,500. Okay, 1,500. Speed is holding. Waypoint coming up in just under 2 miles.
Cabin crew have been released within their service, but please note that seatbelt sign is still on.
Okay, we're looking good. 6,000. All right, lads, we're looking good. Oh, Julian. Look at that. What a machine they've built. What a machine they've built. Gorgeous. Isn't it gorgeous? Right, 7,000 feet. We've set our transition altitude. That's all looking good. Continue to climb, and we shall be lights out at 10,000. And yeah, stutter's weird, right? Okay, lights, grand. Exterior lights, horse them off. And then our main landing lights at 10,000, we can turn those off. So speed is good at about 220. And we want to get all the way up to flight level 220. It looks ancient, yeah, man. But they're so nice, right? They're cool looking. Top Dog says, why is the nose slightly tilted up while we're climbing? So we're still climbing altitude. We're trying to get up to flight level 220. So far so good. Annunciator's looking good. What else can we mess with now in here? Radio master lights, that's grand. That's grand. Like, the customization alone for the lighting on this plane, absolutely friggin' nuts. Nuts. And it has some of the best night lighting in it. Alright. So, 10,000 feet. We're still on profile. So it's going to be a left turn now over to Gossam. There's a left turn coming in. Oh man, that's pretty. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? That's gorgeous. Okay, keep an eye on our speed. We're holding at about 200 knots. Flaps in, gears up, all locked and loaded. And we're on our way up to flight level 220. Dampener needs to be on as well. Okay, we seem to be looking good, lads. So as we're flying from Edinburgh all the way over to Knock, over to Ireland, well, let's go and check out the old machine, shall we? Oh yeah, man, look at the state of it. Isn't it pretty? Man, doesn't that look good? They're in there somewhere. They're just very quiet. Oh, man. Julian, what planes do I have? Oh, Jesus, dude, I have a lot of them. That is absolutely fantastic looking, isn't it? That's amazing looking. Brilliant. Now, where's this? Hey, Malky's here. Good to see you. Man, look at the clouds, look. Hey, Strap, good to see you. Man alive, look at that. Isn't that savage? Savage, man. It's beautiful. What a machine, lads. What a machine. So, how's our speed looking? We'll bring down our rate of climb a little bit. She's flying level. Look at that now. Ice detected. Falls. Don't panic. So, we want to put in 22,000, right? Ah, Christy. We had to play a bit of music there. Let's see here now. Was that Murph singing? Yeah, right. And why is she dropping? We want to be climbing here. So, vertical speed, put it back on. Doesn't want to climb us any higher. Why is that now? Is it trying to maintain speed, I wonder? That's our decision height. V speed is on. 22,000 is what we've dialed in. But she won't go above 16.5. Any ideas, lads? First flight was in May 1967. Dude. That's mad. Okay, so I wonder, do we need to go onto this side? Pitch command? No. Cabin pressure? No. No, that's all going grand. Oh. Just doesn't want it too heavy for the assigned altitude? Maybe. No, like, I mean, it's strange that it's holding that altitude, right? Pre-select auto. Vertical speed on. Huh. Icing on the wings? No. It's got to be a mode switch, right? So, altitude hold, no. Press for, no. Pitch command. So it's not in our pitch command. Do we go this side? Pitch? And then pitch command? You found the static button. Oh, Jesus, Rip, Johnny, you're 20 minutes doing that, man. I wonder, is that like the max it can do, right? Ali thinks it's shagged. Yeah, I don't know why we can't go higher. Looks like it's trying to command a climb. Yeah. Like, if I turn these off. Altitude mode. V speed 220 and vertical speed, right? Pitch mode, pitch command. It's detecting ice. Surely, well, we have our anti-ice systems on, so we should be okay. Altitude hold, IAS or glide. That's weird, right? The speed is pretty low. Yeah, but like it's still 200 over the ground. We'll try climb power. Oh, maybe it wasn't in climb power. Ah, there she goes. Maybe that's what it was. It was climb power. So it was an engine. It was an engine setting. Oh, where are you going? Okay, we figured it out. At altitude, we'd be more worried about IAS than ground speed. True. No, I think it was purely down to our climb power. It wasn't liking what we were doing. Now, why is that climbing so fast? Or is it going to drop now that we've put in 180 knots? Yes. Ah, okay. Right, we're learning. This is like a V speed. No, this is like an IAS mode. So I think it's assigned to the speed here. Okay. Cold Nevo, you derated my D-rate. All right, well, we're back climbing now. Let's see what it does with the speed. Jesus. We are learning this machining. We are learning. Now, there was a knock on the door with a fella from UPS and they wanted customs paid and have no information from anyone to say this is how you can pay your customs. They didn't leave anything. They just knocked on the door. Bloody hell. Science, lads. It's all to do with science. Pete, you take care, my dude. Take a handy, buddy. Upside down again, Mrs. GPHI is here. Good to see you. Welcome in. Eagle Castella is here. Welcome aboard. George Barton, welcome in. Hope you're well, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. There was a knock on my door with like UPS looking for customs, and like they didn't leave a docket or anything. Bloody hell. Right, we're still climbing. We're nearly at our top of climb. Man alive, like. There's no end to these clouds, look. Let's see what happens. 1,000 feet to go. It's very pretty, isn't it? This is an awesome plane. Like, and I haven't flown it in so long. You pay customs through on post. Yeah, but I've no docket. I've no email or text or nothing from on post to say, hey, you know, you need to pay us money. Wouldn't it wreck your head? Docket, you can take the streamer out of logistics, right? They usually go through the UPS Act or the UPS app. Yeah, but like, I didn't send that, and someone's sending me something through UPS. Does that make sense? So I think they'd have the details. I've no tracking number. I've nothing. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Nothing. Whatever it is, sure, you know. Let me see. The gas guy. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Normally you get a text or an email. Usually, yeah. Yeah, it was good to see you, buddy. Maybe Kimbo was trying to send you another gift of a used pair of jocks. Remember he did that? The bastard. Do you remember he did that? And like half the cacks out of the half of the cack sticking out of the envelope, right? It's a well-known scam. They tend to target Egypts. No, like he knocked on my door. I have cameras. I can go back and say, hey, what's, you know. But you think he'd have left a docket or something? Imagine driving out to say, I have a parcel for you, but you need customs. Okay, bye. Huh? Doesn't make any sense. Why are we going above 22,000? 22,000. Altitude hold. Leave everything alone now. And our speed is starting to climb a little bit now as well. Johnny Mon, this is what it's like in Twitch. Yes, man. This is welcome to Twitch. Man, alive, look at that, look. Q&H, that is correct. 2013. Malky got the keys to the new flat this morning. The next few weeks will be fun. Right? Yes, it'll be loads of fun. Man alive, isn't that only deadly looking? Just Flight, look at the state of your work. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, there's that ballooner over there. We're about to ramble over the Emerald Isle now in a minute. Ooh. Isn't it a cool looking jet? Need to be flying these more, man. They're so nice and you just don't see them flown enough. They're done manually. Hey, Crotty, so yes, you need to tell me if I forgot something, like, Murphy, would you add that in? Are my landing lights still on? Oh, they're wing lights. Grant me 2 o'clock, but nothing to see at the minute. There's nothing to see. Nothing to see. Right, so aircraft so far is behaving. We're out over the Irish Sea. We're going to be rambling in over the north shortly, and then we'll get into a bit of a decel. Patreon subscriber is missing someone. Is it? Balls! I'll get to that straight away. Speaking of which, good man! Shameless plug. Where's this button now? Did I not have a button for that? I do. We have a new Patreon. Ew, you big fancy devil, you. Right, and it's kind of funny that I'm doing this. Right? I'll show you, look. Patreon. What's this business now? Notifications. Hang on, I'll show you what it's all about, look. Home. Can we look at... Nice. Now. How do we... How do we show this or view this? Viewing as a member. Right, watch this now. Look at the eagetry in this, right? So this is our Patreon. Oh, Jesus, Tommy, pull back on the speed, will you? Hang on. Easy. Yeah, we're going kind of fast there. That's why she was giving out to us. Right, she's all right. Anyway, Patreon business. Look. So look at this Muppet. Look at the face. Look at the face, right? But basically, what we're doing over on Patreon, right? There's kind of like behind the scenes stuff. But it's not necessarily to do with our flight simulation. This is something very, very different. It's a different thing. And, you know, what we're doing, it started off with me in my shed.
So here we are inside the man cave.
Look at the head in it. That's just like a bit of a walk around. And then I go outside, look. And then here's me in my shed. Right? There's me in me shed. But anyway, we went from there, and well, there's other bits and bobs here, like there's like, you know, all me settings guides and all this, and then we were talking about that's Rob and GG Machines, you know, and it's like no headphones or glasses, you know what I mean? It's more tech, yes, because you know, sim mode. That's this plug-in gadget that I built. Remember that one, Roy? That was like disables Windows Indexer and Defender and all this. A discussion about stutters. Then the ultimate live streaming guide. Yes, friends, that's what I've embarked to do. So it's all about live streaming, and there's a number of articles already written there. You know, we talk about all the gear, we talk about all the settings, then we go into OBS, and then it was look at the face, specifically OBS. So here's this Muppet, and we talk all about OBS and how we set up OBS, and so on and so forth. So it just gives you an idea. Like this is like a welcome screen that we made, and it's just how do you press buttons and, you know, generally shag things on OBS. You know what I mean? So that's what's on Patreon. So if you're interested, ramble on over to Patreon. Because that's where all that lives, and as I said, it's not targeting what we do here in AirRack has been updated. It's not targeting what we're doing here in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is purely based on extra stuff for the channel. Maybe subscribe also to the channel. I like nerdy stuff. Is it also a help related channel? Yeah, like I'm starting off at the moment with an OBS course, because I've a fair I joke about this all the time, the amount of buttons, but I have a very sophisticated setup here. Like, I don't even understand it, right? I have a gaming PC and a streaming PC. They're both talking and listening to each other using capture cards, NDI, all sorts of cool stuff. Then I have all sorts of audio, and I've, you know, interfaces that I can mess with audio, of all this kind of crack going on. Then you have like stream decks and plugins and multiple screens, all the jazz, right? And buttons that can do things, you know, like, for instance, well, that appears on the screen. And I've more to do, right? And then, you know, how do we get all this connected so it looks all very nice and fancy? And that all uses OBS, right? So I'm starting with OBS. Now, there's other things I'm working on as well. Like, as I said, creating the bot, that bot that I made, the bot that I made for our Discord, which, you know, there's quite a bit going on here, right? For instance, will it pick up our flight? Yes. So look, our flight has departed out of there. We're in the Fokker F28, right?
Can I get a refund?
Because untied, I had to sneeze. No, there's no refunds. You can shag right off. But yeah, I'll probably do something maybe then on learning how to make bots, I suppose, right? But it's just a different way. It's just a different way to support the channel, but it's not. It doesn't affect any of the flight sim stuff, right? So if you've no interest in it, don't worry about it. Do you know? NM Flyer, good to see you, buddy. Ah, right, appreciate that. Yeah, the subs can get absolutely out of hand. Absolutely out of hand. Where is this now? Okay, so far so good. Okay, OnAir might be tracking us the way we want, but we'll find out when we land. We'll find out together, lads. Right, so what we're doing now, we're over Belfast. We're going to start dropping down fairly lively, lads. Man alive, look at the view, look. And like we're heading into like proper messy stuff, you know what I mean? It's all about the journey. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yeah, could look into that as well, Roy. Yeah, 100%, buddy. Right, so we're now going to set a new altitude. Let me see. Drop her down now, Murphy. All the way. All the way. Down to 6,000. 1,000 feet a minute. Bring the power back. Easy. Easy.
Seatbelt signs have been switched on. Please return to your seat and fasten the seatbelt.
Man alive, look at the view out the window. Yeah, but what's the speed? Arm reversers. Now, how do we get rid of that friggin' thing? Let's have a listen. I wonder is there a way to get rid of that alarm? We'll soon find out. Okay, we're dropping down nicely. Our lift dumpers are armed and ready. Man, look at the view. Jeez, man. That looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, we're heading to Ireland, all right. We're heading to Ireland. Up there. Yeah, this is real life weather, yeah. Look at the state of that. Stock weather, lads. This is out of the box. There's no add-ons running the weather. Man, it looks pretty, doesn't it? Speed brakes, Tima. That's what we use to try and slow this mother down. Hopefully it works. Man alive, look at the state of that for a view. Jesus. It's very pretty. As we continue to descend, brakes are helping us out a little bit. Man, look at the detail of the clouds. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Did you see the footage of the C-130 flying into the eye of the storm over in Jamaica? Never seen anything look like that, man. That was amazing. Man, what a beautiful little jet. There is an Aer Lingus livery for this, but it's not compatible with the latest version. So I'm hoping they kind of get that sorted. Alright, speed is looking good, altitude is dropping. Let's increase our rate of descent here. And we can use our speed brakes to help us. Get the nose down. And let's see what happens. Runway 8 we're going for. Back to work. Cougar, you take care, buddy. Was that an Orion? Was it an Orion? I don't think it was a C-130, wasn't it? Takes some guts to fly into that. Oh man, it was unreal looking, wasn't it? Gorgeous. Right, descending nicely. Speed is kind of holding. We're in the soup. We got nothing to see. Someone said it exceeded its G limit. Oh, did it? Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Would you not be bouncing around a bit more in the turbulence? It depends. It depends. Depends what the wind and the pressure's doing, you know? Have I tried real turbulence? I have. I haven't used it in a long time, but yeah, I have tried it. It's pretty good. Now, in terms of an instrumental approach, so we're saying runway 8. What do we have? We have a VOR, a VOR DME. We may do that, and let's have an outlook. On what radial is it so? 13 miles back into Hersa. Alright, procedure. Approach. VOR DME for 08. Via Connacht. Let's load it. And let's see what she does. What was the frequency? 117.4. Right, 1174. ADF, high frequency. 1174. And the final course, excuse me, 0.8 is what we're going to aim for. Okie dokie. Can we put in an arrival? An approach is going to be the VOR for runway 8. Okay. Right, we can see what we're doing here. Bring up Garmin. So, we're flying in this direction right now. Currently down to 9,000 feet. All the lights are on. Speed is looking good. We're going to level off at 6,000 feet. So we're going to ramble in this way. We're going to fly to the Connacht VOR. We're going to head outbound until we get to about 13 miles. Swing around to the right. Hersa at 3,000 and then straight in. So that's what our VOR DME approach looks like. Lovely. That makes total sense, lads. You know, we hope. And then we can change this guy from GPS over to VOR then in a while. Right. 2,000 feet to go. No sign of us getting out of this cloud. Jesus, that's like the world's biggest thumbprint. It's a Garmin tablet in real life called Nebo. So we'll close up the brakes once we get down a little bit lower. Yeah, I do I like using the real world stuff rather. Need to sneeze again. Cause I'm tied. I need to figure out if I get an email about customs. Oh look, the clouds are breaking! This is terribly exciting! What is your power transformer for the house? Nuclear! Viper Strike is here, good to see you, buddy! When will we try and get to fly to Vegas on the Thursday series? When? A couple of weeks, Viper. Jesus, the rain is hitting us. Altitude pre-select. Altitude on, please. I want it 6,000 feet, you mad devil. It brought us to 5.5. Is this right? Right, that should be 0. Right, 5.5 we're going for. Oh no, the wipers do nothing. Can we time this? No. 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 Ah, Jesus. Close enough. Right. We need to go to old money here. Oh, we're shocking low. Can you get us up the hill there, please, plane? Oopsie Betsy. Little bit low there now, Jeremiah. Well, the radar's working. This is great news. It's absolutely lashing rain. Okay, down to 6, please. Pre-select 6,000 feet. Alert, auto, alt, V-speed, down the hill, please. I'm trying to figure this gadget out. Alright, continue to drop again. Right, we'll get there. Felix, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Airlock Doc, good to see you, man. Hope you well. Oh, man, look at that. Jesus, look at that, lads. That's incredible looking, isn't it? Hello from Indonesia. You're very welcome in. Hello from Ireland. Hope you're well, buddy. Man alive, look at the state of that. That's insane looking, isn't it? The F28, a Fallout 3 were a plane. Yeah, it's really good. Tarnish is flying sideways. Man, Tarnish. This is gore. Oh, jeez, it's raining again. Nearly. Right, that's close enough. I don't think it's actually working, the wipers. I need to talk to Just Flight. Lads, you need to do the thing with the yoke. Now, we're descending, but very slowly. Get down now to 6,000 feet, please, and stop the messing. And then we'll hold our altitude when we get down there, right? Easy. Jesus, look at the clouds, man. That's insanely pretty, isn't it? We have a rough one. Oh wait, we have a rough looking one reading the news. Now for the weather. Brilliant Muse, brilliant. Yeah, the weather radar is solid green. It shouldn't, well, unless it's light, you see. Man, look how dark those clouds are. Jesus. Alright, 6,500. Whoa, look at that. That's insane looking. And it's raining again. Altitude pre-select. Auto. So my hope here is she holds now at 6,000, right? No turbulence? Yeah, that's interesting. Right, for landing, do we need to do that up here now? No. 6,000 is now holding. Our next drop is going to be down to 3,000. We'll dial that in now. Oh, jeez, too much. Easy.
Come through, please take your 61.
Cabin crew, seats for landing. Is it Sabiel? Welcome in. The Blaze, welcome in. This is the F28, Felix.
Secured for arrival.
Thanks very much, Janine. The cabin is secured for arrival. Brilliant. Right, continue to descend here. And the old reverses, Murph. Your NVIDIA app is broken. Says it's a driver update, but I can't connect to NVIDIA. Uh-oh. That's it's a good start of the day. Crossfeed, no. Fuel, no. 5,000 feet. We're about to hit that VOR now in a moment. What's our speed looking like? Right, let us slow that devil right down. You muppet. Now, how do we turn off that gadget? There we go, I fixed it. Right, now. Visibility's still bad. Yeah, it's shocking bad. We're going to attempt a landing into Knock Airport in the lessons of rain. Yeah, it's a great idea, Murph. Yep, brilliant. You know, Can't see a shagging thing. Sounds so good, doesn't it? It's a cool plane, man. I don't know why I haven't flown this more. Message. Set course to 248. Ooh.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Bloody hell, Norse Viking, you devil you. Altitude pre-select. Auto. 3,000. 2,500. Right, we're almost at the VOR. Let us see, friends, let us see. Speed 250, bring her down. There's some spoilers out here as well. The speed brake. $220 knots. Middle marker.
2,500.
25. Oh, look at that cloud layer. Look at that, lads. That's amazing, isn't it? Jason the Sim is doing great stuff. That's deadly. Clouds are amazing. They really are. Right, where are you turning me to plane? You shouldn't be going that way, Chief. Why is it going to Hezra? That's just like completely wrong. Right, she got a little bit confused there, but say nothing. Easy. It did many things very strangely there. Let's see if it recover this. It probably won't though. Get ourselves back up to 3,000 feet. There's a good man. Now. Okay, hold the altitude, please. Why is it trying to climb us here? Look. Altitude hold, man. Fish. Very strange. We'll figure it out. Watch your speed, not so flaps. This is like the worst approach in the history of worst approaches. We were supposed to go out to about 13 miles and then turn back, but I'm unsure what I did. Maybe I missed the approach. Maybe. But we're all right. We'll head out to that 13 DME and then swing around to the right. Speed is 170 knots. Course 88. We'll hardly get it from here, will we? Ah, we might. We might. We may hand fly this now. As not to, like, you know, break things. Easy. Easy. Easy now. So it's going to be a right turn. Where's the ignition switches? Ignition switches? On this yoke? Up on top. Right, easy now. She's a little bit bumpy. Okay, right turn. Watch your speed. Altitude is good. Keep turning. 1,000 feet to go. What's the rate of descent? Easy. Easy. Okay, at 13 DME, we'll start our turn. We're on our instruments and nothing else. Speed is okay. Ish. We need to get to 13 miles before we can turn. See? That's impossible to run instruments. Bit of jazz music. There's 12 DME. So watch the rate of descent. There we go. Easy. 13. Start our turn. $3,000 feet is where we want to be at. About a 20-degree bank. Get that nose back up now. Don't drop below 3,000. Oopsie daisy. Not too bad. Keep her coming. Turning nicely. Keep it at 3,000. Good. Keep her coming. Watch your altitude, jump up it. Gear coming down. Watch your alt. Easy. Easy. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Gently does it. Little bit of wind to contend with. That's okay. Can't see a shagging thing. He's off now from the climb. Easy. The tension. Oh yeah. Cut it with a knife. We're 11 miles out. Just trying to get myself back on that, back on our course here. Got that little needle coming in. 10 miles. Speed is good. Jesus, do we need to be more aggressive? I'm just thinking the wind. I'm just thinking that wind could be blowing us off a little bit. So let's throw it over to about 120 for the minute. Let's see, can we start closing this guy in? Easy. Easy. Watch your altitude. Easy now, we're nearly there. I just want to get alignment with the, at your altitude, I just want to get alignment with that runway. Because I have to aim off for the wind, yeah? Oh man, it's windy, Jesus. Watch your altitude. Easy now. Okay, down on the left hand a little bit. Two and a half thousand feet, still can't see a shagging thing. Wind is blowing. Easy now. Straighten up. Wait a bit. Six miles. Can't see a shagging thing. What's your altitude? We're too far off to the right. But like, look at the wind, lads. Bloody hell. That's all the wind. Much terrain. Don't have runway lights yet. We're 4 miles out. Can you guys see an airport around here? This could be a dive. This could be a divert to Shannon. Jesus, the weather. Keep tracking. We're 3 miles.
Can I get a refund?
No, Takeoff, there's no refunds, you mad? At this time of the night? I've no runway lights. I'd say we're gonna have to go around. I've still no runway lights. There's runway lights. Bloody hell. Continue. Jesus. The wind is not making this easy.
100 feet to minimum.
Too low, flaps.
You're alright.
Too low, flaps.
You're alright.
Too low.
Look at the
flaps.
wind. Holy crap.
Too low, flaps. Too low, flaps.
Easy.
50, 40, 30,
Too low.
20, 10.
Jesus, we felt that in Leitrim. Keep her on the runway, Merv.
80 knots. Power set.
Whew. We felt every bit of that. The L wipers don't do a great job. APU master switch. Power on. And we exit left here. Yeah, the wipers, they need to do a patch on that, don't they? Alright. Alright, APU's coming up. Flaps are in, spoilers, or brakes retracted. Landing lights coming off, strobes off. And work our way in. All right. Man, the weather into here. It was not a soft landing, but like weather like that, you're not going to get a soft landing, I don't think. Alrighty. I'll do. Park and brake. Set. APU running. Gen 3 APU air on. Gen 3 in up. Gen 3 on. That looks good. And let me see here. We're good there, we're good there, we're good there. Left side coming off. And right side coming off.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross check.
Okay, GPU power stays on. Go ahead and chock. Open the door. And engine start switches. Starter master is off. They're off. And I think we're looking good. External power, go ahead and connect. I'd say the plane until... Wait, I'd say... I'd stay sat in the plane until that died down a bit. Yeah. That was a bit of crack. External power. There we go. External power is on. APU off. Air off. Gen 3 off. And that should just calm everything down. That was some crack, wasn't it? Janie Mac. Now I'm trying to think, how is this going to detect that the flight is done? Because I don't think it looked... I don't think it liked it. To enable tracking, ensure your aircraft is properly positioned within the sim. Oh. How can I fix this now? Okay, what else are we looking for? Gears done, that's done, that's done. That's all done. That's done. They're okay, that's okay. That was some crack, lads, wasn't it? Simmer Studio PC12 finally been updated. Oh, finally! Nice. No, I think OnAir didn't like the departure for whatever reason. But we're okay. Right, what was the old shock and landing rate? Do we dare even look at it? Ooh, 536. Ooh. Yeah, a concerning landing. Yes, concerning landing. Man, that was a shower of rain, wasn't it? Jesus. Good man, Murphy. I've pressed the button and I shouldn't have. Oh, don't crash. Jesus, don't crash. It was knock. Yeah, it wasn't Shannon. It was knock. Interesting. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Okay, so we got full... So that's our flight completed. Let's see here now. Flight data. Score. So we got 36 out of 36. Nice. Nice! We got 36 out of 36, so it pretty much liked everything about that flight. That was nice. Let's see here now. Engine on, departure taxi. Yeah. High flight score. Sweet! So we've now built up some currency with OnAir for flying these big aircraft. Great news. A breezy day in Mayo. Yeah, it was. That was a lot of fun, lads. That was Just Flight's F28 Professional, updated now, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and it's so good. So good. So what we're going to do now we ramble on over because we're going to be looking at our VATSIM flight for this evening. So let me see. Flight events, I'll leave that on. Join FS we're finished with. LRM we're finished with. OnAir we're finished with. And what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to start looking at our flight for tonight. So let me see, OnAir, look, flight tracker, our flight here, flights, we're going to unload Navigraph. We'll go back into Navigraph in a while. We're going to hide this. And let me see, we're going to go into X-Plane, because we're flying an X-Plane for tonight's flight. Right. And run. Give that a second to do its thing. And we're going to go over here now to Ventu Sky. And we're going to go over and open up our VATSIM radar. And we're going to open up our group flight detail. We'll find it in here. Captain Sickback, have a great day, buddy. Take it fierce handy now. So our flight tonight, JFK up to IAG. While there is unfortunately no airport scenery available, we do have an amazing Niagara Falls city and scenery pack from the man, myth and legend himself, Jeppesen 2001. So we're going to be flying out of JFK today, and we're heading on over to Niagara Falls International. Just minutes from one of the most iconic natural wonders in the world, Niagara Falls International is a perfect base for scenic VFR flights. From the air, the Horseshoe and American Falls are breathtaking, especially with the mist rising into the sky and the rainbow that often forms in the sunlight. The surrounding areas include the Niagara River, gorge, lush forests and nearby vineyards. IAG shares its facilities with the US military and serves as a joint-use airfield. It's home to the 914th Air Refueling Wing, which operates KC-135 Stratotankers. So as you're flying in a Cessna in the sim, don't be surprised to see a virtual tanker there. So our routing, I'll do that inside our VATSIM Thursday stuff on Discord, right? And as we're waiting, let's go ahead and power up X-Plane. So let us go to VATSIM Thursdays. Well, that's all loading here in the background. And Firefly Ops. VATSIM. VATSIM Thursdays. KFJ. There we go. Massive shout out to Naughty Gnome for doing all of this. I mean, Naughty does all our flight planning. It's absolutely incredible. So, departure only affects those. The clocks haven't changed yet. That's fine. Expected routing is going to be Neon, Stubborn, and Benny. So we want to watch that for our flight planage, right? So keep that over there to one side. We're going to go new flight. We are taking a 757. We'll go with FedEx and we'll launch in here. Real world time, weather, and conditions. And we're going to track real world time, October 30th. And this is going to be 2000 Zulu. That's to be about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Real world weather. And let's load all this in and see what happens, right? So the flight factor 757, it's a very good 75. It's a little bit dated. I mean, they do updates to keep the thing up and running, but it just needs work, right? It just needs work. So clear that route. And other things we can be looking at now is going to be, well, the weather. So we need to see what's happening this evening. Can we have this webpage, please? Thank you. So, Venture Sky, right? That's where I track all my weather from. There's that friggin' mad devil, the Hurricane Melissa. Where is that tracking? That's on its way up to our neck of the woods. Are we actually going to get the tail end of that? What day is that now? Saturday. Sunday. Monday. She's gone then. Okay, so it's tracking up that neck of the woods up until Monday. We'll probably get a bit of it. Right, anyway, go back into today. Today is the 30th. So we're of no risk with Hurricane Melissa at the moment. So we're going to be flying out of JFK and we're going to be heading up to... it's just around here near Toronto, right? So temperature, let's go to 8 o'clock this evening, our time. It's going to be 13 degrees and we're going to be landing in about 10 degrees, a little bit cooler, all right? The wind, let's have a look. So the winds are blowing in from the southeast into New York. And when we get up to Toronto, they're coming in from the northeast. Okay. Why haven't I logged in? Stupid thing. Hang on. Log in there now, Murph. Quick Google, yes. End of next week. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens, wouldn't it? Venture Sky. Right, we're logged in. There we go. Right, so weather for this evening, 8 o'clock. 13 to 9, wind speeds. Lively enough actually around New York, look. 20 knots? 20 knot wind. And then our arrival then up towards this neck of the woods, 15 knots. Now we're cruising altitude. Let me see. Oh, Jesus. It's just a massive crosswind. Is it really that much? It is 120 knots. Look at this, lads. This is going to be absolutely nuts. This URL not found. Good to see you, man. Happy Thursday, bud. Jeez, you're up before your breakfast. Hope you're well, buddy. Uh-oh. My PC is doing PC things. I imagine it's just X-Plane loading. Yeah, this is going to be mad, lads. So it's going to be very, very windy. Now, what about precip? Yeah, lashing rain. Lashing. So expect all kinds of crazy up here this evening, look. Let's look at the clouds. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Instrument approaches are going to be required for this evening. Right? We will see if live weather is working as it's pouring in Toronto for the next few days. Seems heavy here now. Right. Okay, that. And okay, that. Into X-plane we go. And let's see how all this wants to start behaving. Right? Hold on. The following components were not loaded. That's quite okay. Did you know? So in New York, as you can see, it's lashing rain. It's absolutely bucketed it down. Right, this is going to be interesting. Are you a god? Goes of the Barbarian. Okay, so we're expecting the winds coming in from the southeast and then the northeast up to our destination. It's windy, it's wet, and temperature is like 13 highs and 9 lows. So it's crap, which is ideal for flying, right? That is the weather, all right, George? Nice. Is it worse than the weather in Knox? It's roughly the same. So let's look at our VATSIM radar here at the moment as we skittle across. We have a tower online in Kennedy. Nice. So let's get into our flight planning here. So we're going to go for a new flight. And let's see what the information. So we are Firefly 235. We're going to be departing from KJFK. We're going to be heading over to KIAG. Aircraft is going to be that of a 757-200. Zero 04 left and an arrival for 06. Why not? Neon stub on. That looks good to me. Let's go ahead and generate this flight. And we're going to do the same over here. So let me see. KJFK. Kennedy. And we're going to head over to KIAG. And our en route waypoints are going to be Neon. 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 After Neon, it's going to be Stubborn. STUBN. From Stubborn, it's over to Benny. And then Benny, it's direct Buffalo VOR. And then we're in. So our departure, select a departure. Departure is direct. Select a runway. We're going to be blasting off from runway 04 left. Our arrival then is direct 06. Now we can probably horse in an approach. Select approach. ILS. It's an RNAV approach runway 6. Now is it vectors or is it Watgoo? Benny. Let's have a look. Bit of Navigraph. Let's input our flight. Borg, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Greetings from Stockholm. It's your content producer at Navigraph. Welcome in, buddy. How are you? We met in Providence. Yes, indeed. Love what you guys are doing. We're only talking about the Navigraph Academy a little bit earlier on. Super excited to see what you guys are going to do with that. We cannot wait. Also, reminder, lads, it is AirAC update day. So I better go in here. I better go in here. I've updated X-Plane, so we'll go in and update everything over here. Simlink is okay. Any word on when the new Simlink update is coming? We'd all love that, you know. Where did this go? Oh, he's hiding, right. Let me look at the approach. So we're saying it's going to be the RNAV. They're the same, final or Watgoo. So we'll put them in for the moment, right? AirAC for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Kadoosh. All the updates. This is all me 2020 stuff. We're looking good. And we're looking good. Right, update all of these and we'll come back to that page in a moment. Right, X-Plane, you're looking absolutely gorgeous. ATC X-Pilot. Yes. And over here we're going to go X-Pilot. Yes. Now let's see what happens here, lads, right? Would that be included in the... What goo would that be included in the procedure turn? Possibly. Navigraph Academy, it's going to be awesome. It really is, dude. I can't wait. And it's for free as well. Like, that's amazing. Now, is this all connected? X-Plane connection established. Right. Connect, call sign. We're a B752. Connected. Excellent. Right, we are connected. Right, next little bit of trickery. Lost the scaling. Hello there. Lost the scaling. Oh, balls, and while I'm waiting. Turn off traffic global, turn off. So we only want to be looking at VATSIM traffic. And there's quite a bit. Oh no! Get out of the cloud. Man, the weather's absolutely horrendous, isn't it? Hey Brabus, good to see you, buddy. Right. The weather is absolutely terrible. Murph, what's the developer trick for the LOD issue? Debug LOD and then force LOD. You have a couple of options down the bottom. They should be able to do the trick for your airlock. Right? Right. Hello, 7.5. Let's get in here now and get ourselves situated to do some stuff and things. Right, what are we looking at here? Sim settings, that's okay. That's okay. Operations, ground. GPU we want the fuel truck. We'll also want the loader unit. Go ahead and put in the chocks. Now we need to load the aircraft. So I just want to make sure that everything's working, lads, right? So, sim brief data. And while we're sitting here, we'll put some power into the aircraft as well. So let me see. Passenger count, it says 22. Don't worry about that. Cargo weight. This is pounds. This is pounds. There we go. Kilos. So we're aiming for a zero fuel weight of 81. So how much fuel on board? 7.5. Let's go with 8.5 because I'm a muppet. And now we're going to say cargo weight is going to be... Wow, that's a lot of cargo. 20,000? That's going to give us a zero fuel weight of 7.2. Okay. Pallets, it was 15. Okay, we're too heavy now. Cargo weight 15. Cargo weight. I'll put pallets in, sure. Muppet. Optimize that. So zero fuel weight 89. We're a little bit heavy. That's better. Optimize that. Gross weight about 96. Estimated takeoff weight 90. Yeah, it'll do. Let's load. Hint. Yeah, load. Plane is not loaded. Can we? It'd help if you open the doors, Murph, wouldn't it? What a muppet. And load. Loading the plane. Please wait. Right. While you're doing that, come on up here. Battery. Standby power, auto. External power, not available. Why is that now? Now it's available. External power, let it be live. Bus ties, on. Utility, on. Hydraulics and electrics on. IRS is coming on. And let's continue on. Fuel pumps. Have to be live. APU master switch. We'll put that on for the moment. Position lights. We'll go on, wing, and logo. Emergency lights armed. Window heat, leave it off for the minute. Packs are off. But we can set these guys to auto temperature. Okay. Engine isolation valve. That's all good to me. Quick check here across all our screens. Auto. FMC. Let's go in. And let's start putting in our information. AirAC is up to date. Perfect. Reference, we're going to be at KJFK. Couldn't tell you the gate, but let's go with here into there. Route. KFJ, and we're going up to KIAG, Niagara Falls. Company route, no. Runway, yes. 04 left, 04 left. Johnny Mon, crazy nuts. I'm decompressing with an IPA. Some up at a range, a meeting for 2 p.m. No worries, Naughty. Take it fierce Andy, buddy. Have a good one, man. Greetings from Spain. Rom Son, Spain. Greetings from Spain, buddy. How are you, man? It's great to see you. Are you living out there now? Are you having the crack? Do you miss anything from Ireland? It's good to see you, buddy. Murph, what was that developer trick? Oh yeah, airlock. Did that work? Ventures guy shows all kind of stuff getting funneled right into New York. Oh really? Right. Right, Via, let's have a look. So we're going to go direct to Neon, N-E-I-O-N. N-E-I-O-N. Direct Neon. After Neon, we're on the Q232 airway. Q232. And that's going to bring us to Stubborn. S-T-U-B-N. Next page, Stubborn is going to bring us to Benny. After Benny, it's direct Buff. And Buff, it's direct into IAG. Right, so let's execute all of that. Departure and arrival. We don't have a SID out of here, which is weird. It's a non-standard departure. So it's direct off runway 4 left. That's grand. Our arrival, it's going to be an ORNAV 06 and Watgu transition. Okay, performance, let me see, gross weight, reserves, cost index for today is 22. Cruise altitude, we'll do all this now in a moment. Good to see you too. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Melissa ain't done yet. No, that hurricane, lads. It's nuts, isn't it? Right, cruising altitude for today is going to be 340. Average winds 197 at 82. That's lively, isn't it? 197 at 82. Outside air temperature, that's okay. Takeoff temperature select. We're expecting 13 degrees. Navigraph. Let's go in. Weather at the moment 14 degrees, 29er86. So 14 at 29er86, 14 degrees, and we're at 29er86. 29er86. 29er86 and 29er86. Okay, V speed calculation is 137. Oof. 139. Oof. 145. Oof. Outline complete. Next page. Next page. Buff. That's grand. That's where our disco is going to be. APU start. And we should have lovely sounds of this outside, I'm hoping. I mean, we can kind of hear them. Oh, we can hear them. We can hear them. Looks like rain, Ted.
Oh, behave.
There's all kind of weird stuff going on with these trucks, look. Open the L ground gadget here. Remove him, look. There he goes.
Oh, behave.
Jesus, there's buttons here. Commander Snow, thank you very much indeed for the bits. What a legend. And Mrs. GPHI has sponsored. She's a mad woman. Hang on, she pressed a button over on this screen. 17 months, Mrs. GPHI. Thank you very, very much indeed. And Cold Nebo, thank you very much indeed as well. There's all things happening at my door. Right, so that's the aircraft coming up. APU generator on. APU bleed on.
Oh, behave.
Packs coming up. Isolation valve open. Cold Nebo, 300 bits. Dude, thank you very much indeed, man. Jesus. The man is a legend. Rain repellent, no. Altimeter is set. Avionics look okay. Information on our screen. So our next little trick now is going to see do our radios work, right? So JFK 8 is 128725. 128725. One 119er 1.
Oh, behave.
Why have I no sounds on this guy?
Kennedy Airport ATIS information Alpha 1251 Zulu. Web 100
Commander Snow, thank you so very
at
much for the
Gulf
bits.
34.
Cheers, buddy.
Visibility 5. Light rain. Mist. Ceiling 1,300 over. Temperature 14. 2.12. Altimeter 2986. Approach and use ILS runway 4 right. Departing runway 4 left. Notices to airmen. Read and call runway assignments and hold short instruction. Low level wind shear advisory is in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha. Kennedy Airport ATIS information Alpha 1251 Zulu. Web 100 at 19er gusts 34. Visibility 5. Light rain. Mist. Ceiling 1,300 overcast. Temperature 14. 2.12. Altimeter 298. Approach and use ILS runway 4 right. Departing runway 4 left. Notices to airmen. Read and call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Low level wind shear advise is in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha. Kennedy Airport ATIS information Alpha 1251 Zulu. Web 100 at 19er gusts 34. Visibility 5. Light rain. Mist. Ceiling 1,300. Temperature 14. 2.12. Altimeter 2986. Approach and use ILS runway 4 right. Departing runway 4 left. Notices to airmen. Read and call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Low level wind shear advisory is in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Information Alpha. Jeez, I had to go away. I'm back now. I was away there for a second.
Kennedy Airport ATIS information in Alpha 125.
We were, my dad's back from the high seas. He was away on the boat. So he just came in there. But anyway, let me see now. There's all things happening. Mods are asleep. What's happening, Cold Nebo? Is there buttons being pressed? ATIS is working. 119er 1. 119er 1. That's JFK Tower.
JFK, good day. Lufthansa 4151 gate 28, Riga set up.
Let's see now.
Lufthansa 4151 Heavy K Tower, good morning, guten Tag. Clearance sent via PDC. Push and starts pilot's discretion. Hold short of Alpha, call for taxi, runway 4 left for departure.
4 left departure, so they are using that. Nice.
Clearance by PDC and call for pushback.
Alright. We'll try an owl radio check, will we? Kennedy Tower, Firefly 235, radio check.
Firefly 235, Kennedy Tower, good morning. Information Alpha current 5x5.
Roger, information Alpha on board and 5x5. Thanks, Firefly 235.
You're welcome.
Sweet! Okay, so aircraft looks the job.
Taxi, American 1256.
It's
American 1256, runway 4 left. Bow, hold short.
So I can't do the
Taxi
volume on
Bravo,
that.
hold short kilo.
That's interesting. So we can't control the volume, but we can control who and what we're talking to. Perfect. Okay. Right. Now there is a known bug, I think, with the 757 at the moment. The weather radar and all that stuff. It's shagged. X-Plane have obviously updated their own weather radar, so we'll be looking at that later on. Let me see here now. Wipers. Do we have wipers on this thing? We do. Do we have wipers on this? I know we have. Oh, we do. Ah, yes, the wipers are working. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm happy enough with all our connections here with X-Pilot, right? Yeah, it's proper wet, isn't it? So this is the machine that we're taking for our flight this evening. So, if we wanted to have a look and brief our departure, so we're saying it's going to be runway 4 left.
Looks like you're right on Bravo, so if you want to continue on Bravo, that's fine.
So our departure, how it's going to look like, we'll go into IFR high.
Continue on Bravo, American 1256.
So we're going to be departing out of 04 left, which is over here. So we'll have a bit of a taxi. We're going to be taxiing Bravo, crossing over the main road, and we come down this way. So if it's a non-standard departure, let's have a look at some of these. So let me see departures. I've no procedure. It's a non-standard departure. So we'll just go in and have a look at our charts. Airport information. Can be confused with 13, runway 13. Taxiway Alpha between taxiway North November Alpha and November Bravo. Aircraft speed restrictions. Grand. I'm just wondering, is there anything we need to know about our departure? Flocks of birds in the area. That's okay. 4 left.
Hello there.
Takeoff minimums, that's okay. Takeoff runways 4 right. They're all okay. Binman, thank you for the follow. 4 left. Fence and light poles beginning 94 from DER. That's okay. Parking gates. That's not us. We're not. That's us. So we're north. Approved taxiway routes. So luckily we're not in an A380, so we can go this way. Taxiway design primarily judgment over steering, grand. Speed restrictions, grand. Parallel taxiways. Okay. Aircraft will instruct the aircraft to hold at the intersections prior to each bridge. Alpha and Bravo. So we know we have to cross a bridge here, so we need to watch that. Taxiways, that's all okay. So what I imagine is we'll get we'll get the shout for our takeoff. A340, look. And 777 approved routes. Yeah, we're okay. We're not gonna have any issue here. So we're gonna get a takeoff from 04 left. That means it's going to be a non-standard departure. We'll be flying the runway heading, and then we're going to be vectored, right? And at that stage, we're probably going to be talking to someone up in Boston. But we hang a left. We're going to be going then on our flight plan all the way until we get to Buff. So from Buff.
532 Heavy, wind 10019, gust 34, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
We're going to have a look at this approach. So from Buff, again, ATC will probably vector us. We're going to be turning left, and we're going to head into the Watgu approach, or the fix. So 4 nautical miles away from Watgu, we're going to be down at 3,300 feet, and then we're on a descent, and then we're in. Missed approach, climb to 3,600, direct Zupov, and hold. That sounds very straightforward. Climb to 3,600 feet, direct Zupov. That's very straightforward. So if we have to go, if we have to go missed. Now they're giving us runway 6. That's a very short runway. So I would think in reality, bloody hell, that's a short runway, isn't it? So if we wanted to go 10 left, if we wanted to go runway 10. 0430. Oh, that's Kennedy. On Murphy. 06, it's 5,000 feet long. Runway 10 is like 8,000 or nearly 10,000 feet. Let's go for runway 10. Procedure, arrivals, approaches. Let's say it's going to be an RNAV, and it's going to be winded. It won't be winded. How do we talk with ATC? So I'm connected to the VATSIM network. It's a live virtual ATC network. That's how it works. Do you ever use live ATC feed from the airport or centre where you're flying? Sometimes, yeah, or say intentions, you know. I'll give you a listen here now to all that. We'll have a look at that now in a second. Right, it's going to be final, we'll say. So let's add this in, because if we have to do this, climb to 1100, left turn and direct Dion and hold. Right, let's select this approach. I'm just planning it's going to be runway 10. It's a much bigger runway, right? Circling runways not authorised at night. That's grand. Missed approach. Climb to 1100 feet, then climbing left turn 3,600 feet over to Dion and hold. Well, that's fairly straightforward again, isn't it? So if we go from Buff, we're going to have to get vectored in all the way around, and we could go out to Winnet and then come back in. I would much rather attempt 10 left, because it's going to be windy up here later on. Now 5,000 feet, I mean, we could do it, right? I mean, it's not a big to do.
I'm sorry, let's call it again, please.
Depending on what the crosswind is going to be. But either way, right, if it is a runway 6 approach, we fly straight ahead and we hold up here somewhere. If it's a 10 left approach, we do a small left turn, and then it's over to Dion and hold. I'm happy enough for that. Happy enough for that, right? Okay, so we're connected, and everything here is doing well. So we're going to disconnect from VATSIM. Boop. And now we're going to load ourselves in over at Niagara. Right? So change location. Let's go to IAG. KIAG. Niagara Falls. Let's have a look. We're very big for this airport. That's general aviation. It is. Now there is a terminal. Gate 1, Class C. Gate 2. Or we have the military side of the fence. Where to park? Runway 6 would be tight for an A3. Malky? Yeah, I think so, buddy. And I think it's going to be tight getting a 757 down here as well. Parking's going to be tight here. So we'll just load in up where the where those friggin' Strato tankers park, the KC-135s. Just to see how this is, you know, I'm not too worried where we're going to park. Like, it's just, you know, we're cargo anyway, so we could use the military ramp, right? We'll reconnect now in a second. This is going to be an interesting flight. You're planning on something smaller, Malky? While this is loading, I wonder now, will that recover? That'll be interesting. But I'll give you a listen to stuff, right? This is where it gets cool. So, live radar and live ATC.net. So live ATC, let's try at KJFK. Oh Jesus! Right, we want to listen to clearance delivery ATIS. Let's have a listen to the real world ATIS at Kennedy. It should connect us. Now, is X-Plane going to work or has it crashed?
Altimeter 2981. Remarks. AO2 peak wind 0903413444 rain ended at 26. Drizzle began at 26. Ceiling variable between 800 and 1200.
That's the real world ATIS.
Use ILS runway 4 right. ILS runway 4 left. Departing runway 4 left. Notice to airmen. Runway 13 left. 31 right closed. Runway 4 right 22 left inner marker out of service. Low level wind shear advisories in effect. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for
Give it a second now.
New York metropolitan area. Available on flight service frequencies.
CPU is giving it sucks.
Activity vicinity airport. Numerous cranes operating in and around Kennedy Airport. Read back all runway assignments.
Look at the traffic heading out of Kennedy.
Advise on initial contact. You have information whiskey. Kennedy Airport AI tips information whiskey. 13510 Zulu. Winds 100 at 18. Gusts 34. Visibility 3.
All right.
Drizzle. Mist. Ceiling 1000 over.
So there's 6. There's the terminal. It's not very big, look.
2.13.
So that's going to be tight for a 757. We have loads of room up here.
AO2 peak wind 0903.
So that's what we're going to be doing, right? We just are, lads.
26 drizzle began at 26. Ceiling variable between 800 and 1200. Approach and use ILS runway 4 right. ILS runway 4 left. Departing runway 4 left. Notice to airmen. Runway 13 left. 31 right closed. Runway 4 right 22 left inner marker out of service. Low level wind shear advisories in effect. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information for New York metropolitan area. Available on flight service frequencies. Bird activity vicinity airport. Numerous cranes operating in and around Kennedy Airport.
Right, bit of power in here just to see what we're doing.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
It's like this every day when you go outside?
Kennedy Airport AI tips information whiskey. 135.
Okay, wished. Right, let's have a look at the real world then. Is there anything happening up at IAG, right? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, airport details. So let's have a look at IAG. And let's have a look at IAG up here. Okay, so there's a bit of activity up here. Oh, not Toronto Pearson. Here's IAG. Not much going on there at the minute, right? So we'll play it, but I don't think there's anyone flying next or near the place. Like they're all heading kind of Toronto neck of the woods, look. Okay, we'll close him. I think there was better crack at JFK. So if you want to listen to KJFK, and if we listen to like Tower,
it's going to give us a really low fuel. So wondering, other alternative is obviously we take off and go land some other place, or we go back to the gate and pick up fuel here, and hopefully you save us a spot here so we can take the runway immediately.
that's interesting what's going on there.
565, that's up to you and your company. I can't promise holding you a spot. I can promise you I can try and get you out as soon as possible. We'll try and get you to the front as maybe a Kilo 3 intersection departure, something like that.
Okay, all right, let me run that by our dispatcher and see what she says.
Air 5097, 4 left for the takeoff on 10020, that's 33.
Was it 5657? Was it him?
JetBlue 1515 today.
Like, look at the queue of aircraft trying to get out.
Runway 4 left, JetBlue 1515.
Sorry, say again?
JetBlue 1515 heading to San Francisco.
JetBlue 509, contacting your departure.
For departure, 509.
That's mad, isn't it? That's how busy it is in New York. This is live, by the way. This is real world traffic, and you're listening to live ATC.
2106, what's the story?
2106 is still good. It's also really back up in the lower spot, so we're not quite sure which way we're going in.
Yep, I can see it out the window, that's why I'm there.
Why is it so... Yeah, well, look, it's just a queue of aircraft.
JetBlue 1515, wind 10021, got 31, runway 4 left for takeoff.
4 left, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 1515.
That's this guy.
361 heavy, Canary Tower, runway 4 left, monitor 8.
Wait, 4 left, post on 361 heavy.
JetBlue 565, one of the things I can tell you, I can't guarantee that Wavy is going to be shut down by the time that you come back out either, so I don't want to be held accountable for that if that happens.
Okay, so there's no guarantee that the route is going to be still open for JetBlue 565, is that correct?
I can't guarantee that with the way that they keep stopping and starting things.
Okay, no problem. All right, give us a couple more minutes, and we'll get back to you here in just a few minutes.
Air 1597, verify you're going to start a right turn at a 100.
Almost there now.
It's like they need to get out of there to taxi back to get more fuel.
Air 4916, ILS 4 right.
Air 4916, 4 right, clear to land when 10023, that's 31.
Clear line 4 right, Air 4916.
49.
Good morning,
16. That's awesome.
101 heavy, Canadian Tower, when 10023, that's 31, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 4 right, to Uzbek 101.
Uzbekistan 101. So he just got his landing clearance there. What's he flying?
Postman 361 heavy, when 10023,
Dreamliner?
that's 31, runway 4 left for takeoff.
Runway 4 left, takeoff, Postman 361 heavy.
Postman 361 heavy, that's the DHL.
It's going to be a Golf entry.
A330.
But IAC can't give us the time.
So what you're looking at here, lads, right? This is Flight Radar 24. It's a paid subscription to get this level of detail. The free one works as well. And then you have a website called liveatc.net. Now, this is free. And some airports in the world don't transmit to this, right? But a lot of them do. I don't think any of the UK ones do. But the Americans, the Irish, a ton of them do. You literally just type in the airport ICAO code. It'll give you a list of all the frequencies that are currently live. And when you combine that with something like Flight Radar, I mean, you're just tracking what's going on. And then if you turn on Microsoft Flight Sim with real world traffic, you'll actually see some of the aircraft, which is nuts, right? Flight Radar, it's about the same as Navigraph, yeah. So that's the real world stuff, lads. If you've never seen it before, well, now you've seen it. And Kennedy in the real world is absolutely jam-packed. It's nuts, right? But in our little world, we've now tested a couple of things. We'll reconnect to VATSIM. And we're connected. And we'll bring our sounds back up. I don't believe there's anyone else here with us at IAG. I don't see anyone. And there's definitely no ATC coverage up here at the moment. The weather's looking a bit kind of mad. And again, oh, there's someone just after spawning in. Nice. Now we can have a look at this and see who that is. IAG. So there's me. And we just saw another aircraft just appear beside us. It's going to be interesting. Probably some jammer, I would think. Or it could be a wild Dougal. You wouldn't know who it is. Number 20 for takeoff. Nuts, isn't it? So we got Delta 263. Wow, Johnny Mon! Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Jesus, you just did a massive friggin' super chat. Be Janie then. Thank you very much indeed, Johnny Mon. Adam Controls. Good to see you, Adam. Hope you're well, buddy. What's happening? Right, so if we were to use CTAF, is there even CTAF here? Communications, Buffalo, Niagara, 118.5, right? 118.5, there is power there. 118.5, 118.5. Niagara traffic, Firefly 235, radio check. On 118.5, we could be lucky. We are connected. This is going to be like, you know, this is going to be a scream later on. Oh, look at that. The parking brake removes your ground stuff. That makes sense. Oh man, it disconnects everything. Interesting. Okay. 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 That looks good, that looks good. That looks good. $450 a month for gold. Ah, that's not too bad. Yeah, so the weather, our approach is going to be difficult in here tonight. Because that's the, like, that weather is not going to change much. X-Plane release candidate 3, I think this is. And the weather. Jesus, look at the weather. That's mad looking, isn't it? Whoa. Should be a hoot of a flight. I'll be snoozing, but I'll catch you later. Johnny Mon. Yeah, dude. It'll be on, the VOD will be on YouTube as well, so you can check it out. 2000 Zulu. Firefly 235 radio check. I can't hear, which means they can't hear. Niagara ground, Firefly 235 radio check. Niagara traffic, Murphy.
Niagara 555.
Thanks very much. Right, it's working now. Okay. Right, well, it works anyway. That's the main thing. Adam B2H, good to see you, buddy. Greetings, Adiga. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Right. I think we're looking fairly okay then. In terms of like flying this airplane and how it behaves and all this, sure, we'll have an old blast doing it later on. Not the easiest of aircraft to fly, but hopefully, you know, we do it, you know, without causing international incidents. So that is going to be our machine for tonight. We just double checked the scenery coming in and out of JFK. It's tight for runway 6. I'm going to plan for 10 left. It's windy, but it's not too bad. You know what I mean? 10 left is definitely going to be the way to go. And then all going. Oh yeah, we've loads of exit points here, so we'll vacate. Although Jesus, we can't vacate here. We'll have to vacate down to the very end. Will we actually fit? Is the question. We will. Yeah, just mind the lamppost on the way in. We should be okay. All right. We should be good. Yeah, that hurricane is still there, which is interesting. I wonder if X-Plane can track it. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, this will be an interesting flight for sure. Okay, need the 737 here. Yeah, 777's a big boy for this, I would think. Yeah, the expected path of it, yeah. Right, APU. Uh-oh. Oh, it is running, is it? Why even know? That APU is not running, is it? Dave Cleary, good to see you, buddy. The Hurricane is down to a Category 1 now. Why have no sounds for the APU? Right, there's a fault at the APU. Right, turn it off. See how long it takes now to close the door. Alright, APU flap is closed. APU power on. That should open the back door. Or at least the APU flap, right? Shouldn't it? It's located there. There she goes. That weather could be here in Dublin. It's raining all day so far. Legend Dave. Okay, APU works. And I imagine that can go from start and just go to on when she's ready to rock, yeah? RPM, when it gets to 100%, that should automatically go. Which it did. APU is running. APU generator on. APU bleeds on. Packs. There we go. Right, so they all sound good. Now, IRS alignment, I'm not too worried about that. Let's just do an owl. Let's just do an engine start for the crack. Shocks are in. Packs off. Engine select both. Left side. Sorry, right side. We should get sounds for this. We'll have a listen, right? Enjoy the beautiful sounds. You have sounds? Okay. Okay, good sounds. Now, I'm not worried about anything else in terms of, well, I'm not worried about anything here. I just want to make sure all our stuff is working. That's good. APU off. Gen off. Right. Sounds? So this is the Mango Sound Studio 757 sounds. They're nice, aren't they? Fan, you take a fierce handy, buddy. Now, the only problem we have with the sounds, there's nothing back here. So I don't know, is it a bug or what?
Hello there.
Fly with Aldo, welcome in. Fly with Lado, welcome in. Sounds nice though, doesn't it? It's very good, isn't it? Gorgeous. She looks good in the rain as well. Like, if you make it nighttime, lads. Like, isn't it absolutely nuts? Look at the spray of water in the back, look. Sure, you'd be doing this for freaking hours, wouldn't you? But anyway, right, so aircraft is thunder and lightning be gob. Right, wipers. Clear off that stuff now. It's just strobing and storming and everything. That's mad, isn't it? Chris Van Halen, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I think the thunder and lightning is a... Well, maybe there is thunderstorms here. You wouldn't know. That's more of what it's going to be looking like when we're up here this evening. Okay, so the good news is everything's working, and it's only going to take me later on to break it, because, well, I'll break it, because that's what I do. These things, lads. I do these things, right? So we're going to be back in about 5 hours 30 minutes at 2000 Zulu. That's when we're going to be kickstarting our flight, which tonight, friends, we're flying out of Kennedy International, JFK in New York City, and we're going to be going up to Niagara Falls International, just outside of Buffalo, in New York State, right on the border of Toronto. So block time about an hour and 30 in the air. We hope to get a bit of ATC, right? We'll see if Boston are on, and maybe there's someone here who can help us with the controlage, but if not, we'll chance our arm and play it by ear. You know what I mean? So that's the story. So back in 5 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you also very much indeed for tuning in and for the support as always. Today we did fly in the Just Flight F28 Professional version 2.2, which is just incredible stuff. So yes, we'll see it in a couple of hours, and we'll be flying this one on VATSIM tonight. Loads of fun. Nothing at all will go wrong. You know, nothing. You keep thinking that. Commander Snow, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Man alive. Right, we'll see you later on. Till then, you take care.
It's ball, right?
Hey, Rambog is here. Good to see you, man. Did I miss anyone else? Oh, Jesus, watch what you're doing, Murphy. I know! The dreaded chat! I know! See what happens? Did you see it? Collider is here. Lads are over there, so we'll have to do a bit of a chicane here. Mother of Jesus! Give out!
What the hell? I'm
Did you just see what happened to Give? Are you in the drink? You ended up in the water. Did you just see what?
There's like, I'm upside down in the water. I had a terrible accident.
That was like, oh Jesus.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Steiny, are you watching Twister or something? I mean, that was just